Welcome everybody to a new My Hero Academia video. And guys, today I bring to you the Super Co-op / Warzone tier list. You guys have been asking for this for a while now. You really wanted me to do this, even though you guys know that I absolutely suck. Just guys, keep in mind that this tier list, obviously I'm very bad at the mode. So what I did was I talked to a lot of much better players, top in their servers, and asked for their opinion. What did they think? What is their tier list? Also watched a bunch of videos of much better people at the game than me, so that I could give you guys an informed tier list. Also, I'm going to put some footage of me playing Warzone, in the bottom right corner. Just so you guys have something to watch while I speak. I saw this in the Volume Control Gaming YouTube channel, so you should go follow him, subscribe to him. He has very good videos, and yeah, I just thought that it would be a good idea for you guys to have something to watch. So anyways, let's just get started. And so obviously the very first, the top tier, right, the top of the pyramid is going to be All Might. He has his own tier. I made his own tier because he just wrecks everything and anything in the game. There's just no competition in this game mode. I was so happy. I know people were complaining when they nerfed him, when Endeavor came out and they shadow nerfed All Might. It's like specifically in Super Co-op. I think the problem was that he wouldn't do his tornadoes as often or something like that. But I was so happy. That is actually when I reached my highest rank. My highest rank in this mode, I think it's like 39 in Supreme or something like that. That is like when they nerfed All Might is when I actually reached my highest rank, and I've never been able to beat it. Guess why? Because of All Might. So yeah, I absolutely hate with all my soul, with a burning passion, I hate this character. I hate him in PvP, in PvE, in Super Co-op. I hate him. I just see his face and I hate him. So yeah, he dominates. He absolutely dominates. He destroys with his tornadoes. His active card is also ridiculous in that game mode. His active card just wrecks everything. So yeah. Anyways, moving on. Let's just go. Kaminari. Kaminari is gonna be good, and the reason why he's good is because he has a lot of CC. That's true, but he doesn't have a lot of damage. And honestly, like a lot of what he can do with his CC, other characters can just do better. So he's a good choice, a free-to-play choice. But other characters can do the same thing that he does and better. So he's just going to be good, right? So then we have Kirishima. So Kirishima is going to be meh, actually, and the reason why is because I don't know why a lot of people believe that he opens the fight with his Q. He doesn't. He opens the fight with his W, and that makes him very bad, because he just gets engaged, or not even engaged. The problem is that if you're facing an All Might when you're with Kirishima, All Might will just like start tornadoing and push everybody into a corner, right, and like destroy them. And Kirishima, who is supposed to be your tank, your front line, is just going to be still standing in the middle of the field, charging his W, doing nothing, right? And by the time that he finally releases his W, All Might is just going to be already wrecking face, and we will probably have hyper armor, right? And so he will just be useless, basically. Kirishima is just going to be useless. So yeah, he's just meh, honestly. Then we have Aizawa. Aizawa, of course, is going to be top tier. Of course, Aizawa is ridiculous. If he can get his quirk off, he can turn fights around. Like I've literally been losing fights, and he just manages to land a quirk on the 3 opponents, and I just turn the fight around, because the amount of damage that this character can do with his quirk is just off the charts. It's out of this world. It's ridiculous. Aizawa also has good CC with his E, right? He can just put All Might, make All Might stay still for a little bit while he gets other characters deal a little bit of damage to him. So Aizawa, I think, is very good. Most characters that can move around the field very fast tend to be very good, because it's harder for them to get hit, right? So Aizawa is very good. Also, Aizawa, of course, has a lot of hyper armor, right? Invincibility frames when he's changing stances, and he has his counter. So he, it's hard to pin him down. It's hard to make him stop moving when it comes to Super Cobb, right? And again, if he lands a quirk, he can turn fights around brutally. So yeah, Aizawa is actually insane. Insane? Yeah, insane. Then we have Tokoyami. Tokoyami is excellent actually, and it's actually because of his CC. Tokoyami is very, very good at CCing with both of his E's, right? His non-liberated E and his liberated E. Very, very good CC. So you definitely, also his W when he's liberated also has CC. So yeah, he's just a very good CC character. Like I said before with Kirishima, with Kaminari, right? Like they're just better characters to CC, and Tokoyami is one of them. I personally don't like the character. I kind of liked him at first. When I first got him, but as time has gone on, I fell out of love with him. I don't like him. Yeah, moving on, we have Deku. Deku is just meh. He's just not very good. He just doesn't deal a bunch of damage. He doesn't have a lot of CC. He's just meh. He gets caught very easily and destroyed, especially by All Might. He just gets caught in a tornado, and that's it for Deku. He spends eternity lying on the floor, and like he just doesn't impact the fight as much as other characters. That's the problem with Deku. It just doesn't have a very high impact in the fight. He's not a presence in the fight, right? He's not someone to be scared of when it comes to fight. Someone like, I don't know, like Endeavor, right? Or Bakugou or something like that. So yeah, it's just meh. Then we have Bakugou. Bakugou is going to be excellent, actually. Bakugou is very, very good, and the reason why is because Bakugou will deal tons of damage with his Q, especially if you have him build up. If you have him SS, he's just going to be so strong. He's very, very good. Very, very, very good. He deals a lot of damage with his Qs. His only weakness is that he can get CC'd pretty easily. And it's like sometimes it's very, very annoying to see him struggle to get back on his feet, right? And just gets his seat over and over and over again. But he's excellent, guys. Like, my Bakugou has like 44.5 BP. He's actually the 13th best Bakugou in my server, so I'm really, really proud. He's my child. I love my Bakugou, and yeah, he's very, very, very good in that game mode for sure. Especially if you have him SS, he's very, very good. He's gonna deal tons and tons and tons of damage. He will also have a lot of CC with his Q. If he can start a chain, he will actually have a lot of CC. Not against All Might, of course, because All Might. So yeah, then we have Ojiro. Ojiro is just, please don't. It's so sad. This character is just so sad. They really need to buff him or do something about him. It's just very sad. He's just not gonna do anything. It's just don't. Then we have Mineta. The problem with Mineta is going to be that Mineta will, when the fight starts, he will root someone for sure, but then that's it. He doesn't do anything else, right? He misses most of his E's. I think it's his E's, right? The one that he like bounces back and forth. So yeah, it's just like he doesn't really do much, honestly. I've heard from some people that he is very good against Todoroki, so maybe you can put him in if you're fighting a Todoroki. But in general, he's just going to root someone, and that's all he's gonna do for that fight. So yeah, Mineta is just meh. Then we have Momo. The good thing about Momo's gonna be good, and the good thing about Momo is that she disrupts the field with her turrets, and so that a lot of the time they can actually put a stop to All Might, or may not put a stop, but she can keep him in check a little bit. Aizawa, same thing with Aizawa, right? Bakugou too. She can stop Bakugou from jumping into your backline with her turrets. So she has utility with her turrets in the sense that she can disrupt the field, right? She can put obstacles in the field and stop some characters from doing what they do. So that's what's really good about Momo. But again, just like Mineta, it's like a one-trick character, basically. Then we are going to have Uraraka, and Uraraka would like, I think before Stain came out, she probably would have been top tier. But you know, since Stain came out now, like he can keep her in the ground. Like there are way too many ways of keeping her in the ground nowadays, right? Like All Might can bring her down. Stain, Bakugou can like hit her before she leaves the floor. Same with Aizawa, he can teleport and grab her before she leaves. Kaminari. So way too many characters that can just stop her from going in the air right when the fight starts. And so yeah, she, for some, I don't know why, but I have the feeling, you guys let me know if you feel the same way, but I feel like Uraraka, for some reason, they programmed her differently, and she, like, when she gets stunned, right, like when she gets hyper armor, falls on the floor right on her face, and like gets hyper armor right after she gets CC'd, I feel like she takes way longer than any other character to get back up. It's so annoying. Sometimes I just scream at my screen, right? Like, get up! Like, she spends so much time on the floor, and I don't know if it's just her character or if it's just me that I just feel that way, but I don't know. But yeah, there are just way too many ways of bringing her down from the air, and also there are way too many good speed characters now, right? So Bakugou is a power character, but he can move, like, dash really fast with his W. And so we also have Aizawa, and we have Iida, we have Stain. So too many good speed characters that will just get on her face and won't let her move, won't let her do anything. And you know that she cannot be touched when she's channeling her E, or she won't pull it off. If you can pull off an E with her, and in fact, if you have her left tree all the way built up and she pulls off an E, right? She will shred the enemy team. She will shred like to little tiny pieces the enemy team, right? But it's so hard nowadays for her to actually channel an E. It's so rare to see her actually pull off an E that she's not going to be top tier. She's just going to be excellent. So then we have also Todoroki. Todoroki is going to be excellent too because of his Ice W, of course. It's very, very good, especially if you can get a few characters with it. Very, very, very good character. I heard some people recommend that you put him next to Endeavor. I'm sorry, next to Endeavor, because Endeavor will just like attract people towards himself, and so Todoroki, while they're being dragged towards Endeavor, Todoroki will just freeze them. So it's a nice combo you have there. So yeah, Todoroki is very, very good because of his freezing ability, pretty much. So yeah, very, very good character, very solid. CC, right? So you can see a trend that very solid CC characters are going to be towards the higher side of things, right? Then we have Iida. Iida is meh, obviously, right? Iida is just, you know, some people, you know, like, I don't know, some people like to run him, but Iida is just, he just runs around really fast, pretty much. But, you know, Iida actually gets his damage if he manages to auto-attack for a while. And you know that in Super Co-op, that's going to be very, very difficult because he's going to get CC'd very fast. And then he's just going to be sad, right? Because I don't think it's possible, like, it would be extremely rare for an Iida to actually be able to get 200% boost in Super Co-op. That would be an extremely rare situation, right? Because, like, in what situation would he actually be free to auto-attack as much as he needs to auto-attack, right? And not get CC'd and interrupted, right? So yeah, Iida's just gonna be meh. Then we have Tsuyu. Tsuyu is like kind of controversial, right? Because you can actually upgrade her, right, and make her very, very good for Super Co-op. And that's pretty much the only thing that you're going to upgrade her for, right, for Super Co-op. Because in any other game mode, she's going to be very bad, honestly. But in Super Co-op, she's going to be top tier. She's going to be very, very good, especially in Warzone. I can't tell you how many times I've lost Warzone because she has her dumb CC that won't let my characters move, and she has her invisibility, invisibility, and so I can't hit her, and the timer just runs out. So if you have her all the way built up, she has excellent top tier CC. And also she like when it comes to Warzone, when you're defending, she will just let the timer run out and that's it. And if you're attacking, she still has her invisibility, and so she will a lot of the time can finish, like she can actually 1v2 or even 1v3 depending on how like high up you have her, just because she's invisible, right? So she won't get hit. And then when she comes off invisibility, sometimes she'll have a pull down, so the characters will be frozen, so they won't be able to attack her even though she's visible. So she'll just like launch all of her attacks and just win the game, right? So she's very, very, very good, but you have to upgrade her, right? Obviously a level like my Tsuyu is like, I think it's just like level 30 or something like that, so obviously it's not gonna work. So then we have Endeavor. Endeavor is going to be top tier. Guys, don't get me wrong, right? Excellent doesn't mean that they're not top tier. They're also top tier, but this is top tier, right? And like this is the tip of the iceberg, right? But yeah, these guys, like basically the first three tiers, yeah, are going to be what you want to run, right? This is going to be where you pull to make your team, right? So you want to get these characters to make your team, for sure. This is top tier, all of them, right? So yeah, we have Endeavor. Endeavor is actually the only character that can actually deal with All Might consistently. So yeah, because All Might also has a lot of healing, just like Endeavor, right? So All Might is just so annoying. So All Might is, oh my god, All Might, I hate All Might, I hate him. But Endeavor is actually going to be the only character that can consistently deal with All Might. So that's just, that reason alone is enough to put him on top tier. Just because of that, just because he's a counter to All Might. But like I mentioned before, right, like when it comes to Warzone, if you're defending and you have a good Endeavor, the timer is just gonna run out and Endeavor is just still gonna be there, because he's just unkillable. He's unkillable unless he gets ganked up by the your entire team at the very start of the fight and he gets killed off fast. He's just unkillable. And like so many times it comes down to Endeavor versus Endeavor, and the enemy Endeavor just like neither will die, but you will still lose because the timer runs out and their Endeavor is still alive. So Endeavor is definitely top tier. He doesn't deal a whole bunch of damage, but he has good CC with his Lance E and also his Lance E and also his not Lance W, and also he just can't die. He can't die. He can't die. He can't. So yeah, and he deals with All Might, so definitely top tier. And finally we come to Stain. Stain is of course going to be also top tier, right? I just wanted to put the limited characters separated from the free-to-play characters, but like I said, the first three tiers are all top tier. Then we have Stain. So Stain is very, very good in this mode. He's surprisingly good in this mode. The reason why is because he opens a fight with his W. So he will root someone kind of like Mineta, but a billion times better. But he will open a fight with his W and he will root someone in place. That's excellent. That's super, super good. I've had him do that to All Might, and that is just so good. It's so, I'm not saying he can deal with All Might, but you know, he can do some stuff, right? So very, very good. Also, he has his enhanced E auto attacks. That is also super, super good, guys. Today I was actually doing my super co-ops today, and he actually cornered the 3 enemy characters in a corner and just wouldn't let them move until he finished his enhanced E auto attacks. He just melted their lives away. That was so OP. That was ridiculous. Like he neutralizes. He can neutralize enemy characters with his enhanced auto attack E, right? Like his enhanced auto attacks from his E. Yeah, he just neutralizes them. It's just so much CC and so much damage too. Especially if you have his crit very built up, he will just melt away health bars. Just like Ochako's E, same thing. Just ridiculous. But Stain is definitely 100% top tier. He's very, very, very good character. Very, very good character. So yeah. So guys, that's going to be the tier list. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something. Hopefully, if you have any suggestions for my Warzone teams and formations, please by all means leave all the advice that you have. I will gladly take it. So yeah, if you like the tier list, guys, please leave a like, leave a comment. What do you think? Do you disagree? Would you have done it any differently? Please let me know, and subscribe if you'd like more videos like this, and I'll see you guys on the next one.